children, this is another application of the dimension analysis, that is derivation of relation among physical quantities by the method of dimension. So to derive the relation among physical quantity by the method of dimension, you have to use the principle of homogeneity to equate the powers of mass, length, time on both sides of the dimensional equation. Okay. Second step, by doing so you will get the three equations. When you will get the three equations, by solving these equations you will get the powers, or you can say the dimensions of m, l and t. How you will do? For this I have taken one example. Suppose this question I have taken to derive the relation among physical quantities. Derive an expression for time period capital T of simple pendulum which is dependent on mass of the bob, length of the pendulum and acceleration due to gravity. It is dependent on mass of the bob, length of the pendulum and acceleration due to gravity. So first of all, first step, you will see which is the physical quantity dependent on the other physical quantity, that is the time period. It depends on the other physical quantity m, l and g. So first step, you will write T directly proportional to first quantity mass to the power A. Second quantity length L to the power B, and third quantity G to the power C. A, B, C, these are constant. Okay, and these will give you the powers of these physical quantities so that you can achieve the relation. Now the second step, when you will remove this proportionality sign, a constant comes in the expression. M to the power A, L to the power B, G to the power C. What is K? K is constant of proportionality. Okay. Now next step, substitute the dimensions on both sides. So this is time, its dimension is capital T. K is constant, no dimension. Mass capital M to the power A. Length L to the power B. Acceleration due to gravity. What is the dimension formula of acceleration? Lt minus 2 to the power C. Now this expression you can write in this way also, m to the power 0, L to the power 0, T to the power 1, and here K, and here now write the powers of all m, l and t individually. So here only in this term you have m, so m to the power A. Here you have L to the power B, and here you have L to the power C and T to the power minus 2C. So m to the power 0, L to the power 0, 2 to the power 1, and this is K, m to the power A, and this is L to the power B plus C. So L to the power B plus C. Okay, you have written individually L to the power B, and T to the power only minus 2C. Okay, now the next step, you have to equate the power, equate the powers of m, l, t on both sides. Okay, so when you will equate the powers, see here m to the power A, here 0. So A is equal to 0. This is one equation. Here B plus C. L to the power B plus C, here L to the power 0. So B plus C is equal to 0. This is second equation. And third is what? Third is t to the power minus 2c here and t to the power 1. So minus 2c is equal to 1. So from here you have got c is equal to, from here you have got, this is the third equation. From this third equation you have got the relation c is equal to minus 1 by 2. Because minus 2c is equal to 1, so c is equal to minus 1 by 2. Substitute the value of c minus 1 by 2 in the formula of b plus c. Substitute in equation 2. So when you will substitute it in equation 2, what you will get? B plus value of c, that is minus 1 by 2, is equal to 0. And from here you will get the value of that b comes out to be 1 by 2. Value of b comes out to be 1 by 2. So b comes out to be 1 by 2. Clear? So in this way you have got the three values, that is a is equal to 0, b is equal to 1 by 2 and c is equal to minus 1 by 2. Now the next step you have to follow, that is in the equation, that is t is equal to a, m to the power a, l to the power b and t to the power c. Substitute the value of ABC. Substitute value of ABC. So t is equal to k, m to the power a, and a comes out to be 0. L to the power b, b comes out to be 1 by 2. T to the g to the power, this is g and this is L, g to the power minus 1 by 2, because the value of c you have got minus 1 by 2. So what you have got? M to the power 0, that is 1, L to the power 1 by 2 and g to the power minus 1 by 2. This can be written as k under root of L, and this g to the power minus 1 by 2 can be written as this. So the relation you have got k under root of L by g. This is the relation you have got. Now if you will get any kind of constant value in the question, suppose k is, let's say suppose k is 2 pi, it is given in the question. Suppose it is given in the question, then the formula can be written as 2 pi under root L by g. So this way you have got the relation among physical quantity T, L and G. So time period does not depend upon the mass of the bomb.